Hey all, it's Sadie, and today we're going to be doing another Procreate tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how you can make your text look 3D, and an example of this is this mirror ball one that I made. And it can also show you today how you can make your text look like it has glitter inside of it, like this Established in 1989 sticker. It's a Taylor Swift one, so let's get into it. Alright, so let's start off by making a new canvas. I'm going with a basic screen size, and before we start adding in any text, we're going to click on that color wheel and then find a nice deep color that we want to use. I already have this purple saved in my palette, so now let's click on the wrench and go to add text. Now I'm just writing in my name. You can do whatever saying you want. Now there's a ton of fonts that are already pre-saved in Procreate, but the one that I'm going to use, actually, I just imported, and I can put it in the link down below. So now I'm going to stretch this out to fill out my whole screen, and just a little FYI before we continue on, that it doesn't matter what font you really use as long as you like it a lot. So now that my font has filled the whole screen, we are going to go up to the layers button and click on this and go to raster size. Now this means that the layer isn't really text box anymore and you can actually use it. Let's go back up to the layers button and now make a new layer. We can delete that first layer, we don't need it. Click on layer 3 and click clipping mask. Okay, perfect. So now our next step in this process is making the glitter inside the word. So to do this, we'll be using the glimmer brush, and then we'll also be clicking on the color wheel and choosing a lighter color. I'm doing almost a white, if not a light purple, because my base color was a dark purple. Go up to your brush library, go to luminance, and then click glimmer. So this will take a lot of experimenting, I'm just going to warn you, and the first time that I do this, it definitely does not turn out well. As you can tell, it looks a little bit too much. So I believe after experimenting a lot with the glimmer brush, that the bigger you make the brush, the better it looks, and it looks more like glitter. Okay, so I'm just still going around and tapping within the inside of the word. And if you don't like how things are turning out, always feel free to just redo by tapping 2 fingers on your screen. Also, you can totally use the eraser button and zoom in and erase different parts of the glitter like I'm doing right now, as long as you are still in that same layer 3 or layer 2, whatever you chose as your clipping mask layer, then you can do it. So now that I've showed you how to do the glitter for the most part, the next step of this process is making the 3D effect for the text so that it pops out. So these steps are going to be a little confusing, although they really shouldn't be, but there are a lot of steps to the process, so I'll slow it down for you to truly understand it. First up, we're going to the layers button. We're on layer 3 with the glitter, and we are going to now combine those 2 layers together. Slide over and click duplicate to the first layer. Up next, I'm going to click the plus to make a new layer. Now tap on it and click clipping mask. Now this layer has a clipping mask to it, so we're going to tap out of the layers and go to the color drop to find a darker color to use. And to do this, you can find your original color that you used and just tap on that and find something darker. Now use color drop to fill it. Now click layer 3 and combine them and bring it down from the original one. Now click on the arrow in the corner and you can shift that whole layer over either to the left or the right so it's peeking out and making that 3D text layer effect. So I prefer the right to shift it, but I think that's because of the font that I specifically used for this layer. Now you might notice that there's a bit of the purple layer, the darker purple layer, that is peeking out. If you want to get rid of that, you can go up to the monoline brush in your brush library, make it a little bit smaller, experiment again with your sizes, and then just kind of like color in and connect the 2 areas, but make sure you're on your darker layer. So that's kind of how that all works, and I really hope that you liked this tutorial. Thanks so much, and make sure you stick around for more videos. Bye!